Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks so much for checking us out. I'm Tori Clark, and little dog is off having a nap because we've done about 3 kilometers of walking today. So the question of the day is, would you like a spot of tea? We have 7 wild teas for 7 wild days. So come for a walk with me and see what we can make into tea. So our first tea that we're harvesting is the Balsam. Abies balsamia. Okay, now these guys are just got everything in them. They've got vitamin C, vitamin A, they've got calcium, they've got phosphorus, magnesium, they've got fiber, they've got iron, and the list goes on and on. Just like the Douglas fir, which I'll be collecting next. So you look at the end of these guys and you see that the needles are all in one plane, and they're quite broad, the needles, and flat. And on the underside is lighter, and there's like two white lines go up the, let's see if you can get that, go up the inside of them. And I'll show you the Douglas fir right now. And here we have the Douglas fir, or Pseudotsuga menziesii. Now you can see with these, instead of like the balsam where they were in a plane like that, these are whorled. It goes all the way around. So Pseudotsuga means false hemlock, and menziesii is named after Archibald Menzies, who discovered it in the 1800s anyways. So yeah, same nutrients as what's in the balsam, and we'll just go from there. Okay, on to the next one. And the next tea we're harvesting is the Western Red Cedar, Thuja plicata. Thuja plicata. Okay, these guys are full of a lot of nutrients as well. You can see they're different from the Doug fir and the balsam needles. These are totally flattened and scaled. Now, yeah, they've got lots of good stuff in them, but they've also got thujone, which is a ketone, which is not good for you. It builds up in your system. And so limit this to, if you're going to make tea out of it, because it does have a nice kind of a sweetish flavor, just limit it to maybe 2-3 times a week, because this stuff will build up in your system. Alright, moving on. And tea item number 4, the rose hip, Rosa acicularis. That's the wild rose out here. And they've got lots of nutrients in them, but their biggest one, vitamin C. Like insane amounts of vitamin C. I don't remember how much more in these there are, like a whole orange, but it's more. But yeah, it was a great flower year, and like look at the rose hips, they're just loaded. So I'm thinking I might make tea, and I might make some jelly. Very cool. Alright, let's go on to number 4. Nope, that was number 4. Let's go on to number 5. And we're coming up on the stinging nettle, or Urtica dioica. And these guys have everything in them. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D. They got calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But they have trichome stingers, but they dissolve when they get boiled. So that'll be great for making the tea. And we'll move on to our next plant after I gather these. So we're coming up on the Madrone, or Arbutus menziesii, also discovered by the Scottish botanist Archibald Menzies. These have a really kind of a citrusy, sweet kind of flavor. Actually, they're quite nice, and their texture is kind of like an orange peel. So this is another tasty tea we're going to be making. And I'm just going to gather up these and we'll move on to the next plant. And our last tea item, mint, wild mint. These guys are, you can see their little flowers are whorled around the stem, and they have a square stalk, and it's hairy. It's very pungent mint smell, so make sure that this is, if you're harvesting a bunch of different plants, make sure this is the last one you harvest, because once you get it on your fingers, all you're going to smell is mint. So yeah, And Arvents, or Arvensi, means common. And mentha, well, I think you can figure that one out. Alright, well, it is time to go and bring these in and simmer them for a bit. See you shortly. So there we have it, 7 teas. We have Sting and Nettle, Douglas Fir, we have Balsam, Red Cedar, Mint, Rosehip, and Madrone. Let's see how they taste. Start with the Sting and Nettle. Oh, it's nice. What does that remind me of? Kind of chamomile-y-ish. Alright, this one is the Douglas Fir, and if you know what the smell of a Douglas Fir smells like, it tastes exactly the same. It's slightly citrusy, very, very nice, very nice. And the Balsam. Wow, that Douglas Fir used to be my favorite wild tea. I think Balsam is now. It's very lemony. Yeah, it's very lemony. I got a very, very citrusy. Cedar, I've had 2, and it's very good. It's got kind of a sweet, smoky kind of flavor to it. That's one tea you only want to have like maybe at the maximum 3 times a week. It's got ketone in it called thujone, and it's not good for you. Look it up. I'm not going to explain it right now because we're just going to zip through this. So we're on to the mint, and hey, it tastes like mint. Not your traditional peppermint that you normally get in the like Stash or Twin Eggs or any of those. It's very minty, like mint. It's it's like a wild, as it is wild. So very cool. And the Rosehip. Oh, it smells it smells like when you're frying tomatoes. And I would say that it kind of tastes like tomato. You know, in between the green and starting to ripen. You know, they're not quite dark red yet. They're just a light orange. And it actually has some. They're so full of vitamin C. Huge vitamin C. And lastly, the Madrone, or arbutus berry. And it smells kind of like cooking spaghetti squash. Oh, but it's got a sweet little flavor. It's kind of a cross between, say, a peach and a Christmas orange. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Move Mr. Sting and Nettle over here. I don't even want to touch it because it's. When I did this all with the camera lens sitting here. My apologies. So this is what they look like. Ta-da! Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Now, there's so many other plants out there that we can make tea out of, and I'm probably going to make at least 2 more videos of 7 different teas. But until then, I've really got to go use the loo because I've had too much intake. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.